Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet and the galaxy. My name is Jason and today we are back with some more Distant Worlds universe. Last time, basically I started funding some pirates and I was looking for ways to sort of, we'll say damage other, we'll say empires without, just flying my ships into their system and blowing their stuff up. So, we've been doing intelligence missions. We've been going ahead and we'll say funding pirates to go ahead and, allow them to start running amok within other empires' territories. And if I'm remembering correctly, which I might be, nope, I remembered correctly, initiating trade sanctions against the Nexilian, Empire? Nexilian Union. There we go. I forgot the name of their faction. So what I see us doing, we'll see in this episode is we'll say much of the same. I'm going to try to leave the we'll say the time at we'll say 1 times rather than slowing things down, just so that maybe things can happen a little bit more. Pirate Destroyer. Yeah, I don't think this pirate attack is going to really get anywhere, but, they're welcome to try. There's one thing I like, most of the time when I'm playing the game, I'm playing it on a much slower speed, so it's always interesting to see how combat runs at full speed. Dang, these pirates are really going for it, aren't they? I don't think they're going to be able to make it, though. I've got just way too much firepower here. This is a fully upgraded defensive base, and this is a large spaceport. Yeah. Nice try, though, guys. Nice try. What pirate faction was that? That was the Ramazan Shipping. That was unfortunate, guys. They're just basically throwing ships at my empire and hoping that they manage to do something. I don't know why they're attacking me. They should really be targeting, we'll see, maybe some of the weaker empires, because I've got some pretty good military coverage across we'll say my empire. There are a few planets, like for example Vudran Major 2, which is still growing. It's only got, we'll say, 1 garrison on there, but really should have a spaceport by now. Yeah, judging by the speed that is starting to advance. Oh, I get it. It has a resource shortage, and that's why the game hasn't automatically, we'll say, queued up. All right. Well, like I said in a previous episode, as part of my we'll say experiment, because I'm really curious to see how we'll say how the automation will work. I'm gonna let that just sort of play it on its own. I want to see if the computer will go ahead and automatically build a base here. We've repulsed the Ramazan Shipping pirate faction as they attempted to raid our colony, Yelex 1. Oh, okay. That's fine. Orizun Prime 1. Why does this sound familiar? Orizun Prime 1. Oh! We have Orizun Prime 2. So they came and they colonized a planet within our territory? When did this happen? Oh. Well, actually, yeah, when did this happen? Because this was my territory, and then I'm seeing them here. I really should be paying attention maybe a little bit more to some of my existing systems. Are they deliberately, like, I can't remember. I don't remember it, because I know for a fact that we did share a system with the Slukans. That's what happened. Okay. This planet here, that was the planet, I believe, that was shared, that was the system that was shared with the Slukans. The Slukans own that planet. But the Slukans and this faction here, the Royal Keterov Dominion, they got into a bit of a war, and now that planet switched sides. Okay. Now I know what happened there. Okay. Because I was like, wait. Are they invading? Are they taking over planets or colonizing planets within our territory? Those jerks. But that doesn't look to be the case. So, all right, that's fine. I will allow that. All right. It looks like the Dandalus Technocracy is now offering us a free trade agreement. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. I would love to have a free trade agreement with you, because they're down here, and if I'm remembering correctly, they tend to have a pretty, we'll say, rough, yeah, they also have trade sanctions against the Nexilian Union. So they're not happy with the Nexilians, and as such, that makes them a nice ally for us. As far as trading partners go as well, That's a decent amount of trade. So I'm pretty pleased with my dealings with, we'll say, the Daedalus technocracy, and that's going to go up because over time, you know, you get this bonus. See, all these other people who have this agreement with me are basically getting a 20% bonus on all of their trade here, and we're going to be getting that from the Daedalus technocracy. So that's going to help a little bit with our income as well. As you can see, our bonus income is sitting at. Okay, it just cycled. So basically, in a year, we're getting about a bonus 600,000, which is pretty fantastic. You know, our cash flow might not be the best, but our bonus income is definitely not something to sneeze at. All right, so you know we've got another 4 million, we'll say, monies in the bank. So I think we should go ahead and maybe start. Oh, I don't know, crash researching some stuff. What would a genetic rewiring do for us? It will allow us to build a wonder, let me see, that provides unequaled medical training to produce the best physicians in the galaxy. Increases the population growth rate for every colony in an empire. Okay. And basically that one colony will get a development bonus of 40%, and the empire population will get a 30% growth rate. That's nice. You know, let's crash research this. It's going to cost us 1.7 million. That's nice. We have the cash to spare. And now I need to kind of start looking around. I need to find a planet that we'll say that's a good candidate for me to build this on. You know, I want to be picking the one with a high quality, but that doesn't already have a big facility like that. For example, the Danica Engineering Center, it provides a colony development of plus 40%. However, or because those bonuses don't stack, if I were to go ahead and build this medical base on Bilgorith Minor 3, it would be a waste. What about Illis Major 1? Colony development is plus 20%. I think it would raise me up to 20, so it would be another bonus, but I feel like I'm not sure that would be the wisest choice. The Blue Planet already has the Rusin Technology installation, and if I recall correctly, I built 2 wonders on here by accident. Yeah, the Cassiter Weapons facility. That was before I had learned that you can only get the bonus from 1. Calarba Major 4, you know, that's probably the next candidate. And where is that? That's located all the way over here. So Calarba Major 4 will likely be where I set up the medical facility because just because of its quality, it's right up there. It's got some good development. The population is maxed. We're not going to see any, we'll say, further, we'll say, growth from this planet. So if we add a development bonus, because it's so high up here, it'll basically increase the amount of money we get by quite a bit. Now, since I'm on the screen, I might as well go ahead and play around with the taxes a little bit. This one's here sitting at 19%. Why? It's still growing, so we're gonna maybe put that up to 25%. The happiness is pretty high, but the corruption, dang, that corruption is pretty bad. Where is this? It's up close to the Gazurian territory. That's okay. Let's see, this one here. What about ready? You are maxed out, so let's go ahead and put you at my max of, we'll say, 30%. Kuwak 4, you're still growing, but your happiness is through the roof. Let's go ahead and add another 5%. And my goal is basically to try and, you know, of course, maximize the amount of money I'm getting. Try to get cash flow positive. I think that would be really nice. Man, I've just become greedy now, haven't I? Like, my bonus income is just going through the roof. My cash flow, I'm just like, that needs to be positive. I need to have stacks of cash. And I feel like, you know, if you have stacks of cash, then you can really make up for your shortcomings. You know, maybe like, I really don't think my research is as optimized as it should/could be. Let's see here. Total research capacity. Yeah, I'm wasting actually a lot of money on unneeded research here. Now, I could go ahead and we'll say start trying to min-max that, you know, cut down on these research centers. But I'm kind of trying to weigh out the, you know, is it really worth it? Do I want to be doing that? Because as it is, I feel like I'm already so far ahead. It's like I almost want to handicap myself a bit. But then again, you know, growing bigger is, I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. We should try to get bigger. It's really funny because I feel like this is the, I want to say, it's kind of the opposite of how I think in real life. In real life, I actually kind of get annoyed. I'm like, once you get to a certain size, why do you need to keep growing? But I suppose this game helps to sort of accentuate the idea of competition, right? Because I am competing with all these other, we'll say, empires. You know, I kind of need to stay at my on my A game, or else, you know, I'll get buried. So that's I think that's part of it's interesting. It's interesting how sometimes, you might have a certain view in real life, but then you're playing a game and it's like all of a sudden it's like they switch a little bit and you kind of start playing in a completely different way. I don't know, maybe that's a result of a world without consequences, because I can do whatever I want here, and these are basically just digital lives. There's no real lives on the line here. And maybe that's why maybe I'm more comfortable making those decisions. 30 components unbuilt. We will get that Desolation Moon, and then we will rule the galaxy. I had thought about going ahead and changing my form of government, but, I think for now this is working just fine. Now, I'm curious, what is my reputation currently with the Calabra Major Confederation? You guys are still pretty pitifully weak, but, well, at least you're constantly being funded. You can kind of be a pain in their neck. Has anyone accepted any of my missions? No, they have not. All right. I've been thinking, I'm like, do I want to be, we'll say, kind of waging a war on two fronts? Do I want to be messing with two different empires at the same time? Because if I fund pirates, will it really be enough? I really don't think it will be. Because I was thinking, I'm like, well, let's see, who else here is maybe on my nerves a little bit, and let's see, how are the Teekans? Well, we do share some trade, but they're angry with us, so it makes me wonder, do I? Yeah, I'll think about that one. First, I'm gonna go ahead and read this though. Our agent completes a mission. Our agent Chozol Paklidu has evaded detection after having successfully sabotaged construction at Urium Prime 1 spaceport. Good job, Mr. Chozol. I think that's isn't that he? What are they called? The spider guys. The Diet? Or maybe I'm wrong. Let's just sort by role and try to find our intelligence agent. No, sorry, it was a Teekan. His sabotage is still pretty terrible, but no, great. We'll send him out on another mission, maybe against the Nexilian Union again. Sabotage construction. 84% is a little bit too low for me. 81. Let's just pick one at random. All right, I just started going down the list. I'm like, I just need to find one. So we got a 95% success probability for Brigand's Cave. He's so, we'll say, untrained at this point. I'm just hoping maybe he'll increase his skill if I send him out on a couple of these little missions. Now, it doesn't really look like I've got any other guys going out doing anything. Zen Nothris, he's got a 51% to assassination. I wonder. Let's take a look here. Assassinate character. Is there anyone that we could take out? 75%, not great. 83%, still not the best. 63%, not likely. Yeah, I don't think his assassination is quite good enough yet. 83% is pretty good. But what's the risk here? We take out a ship captain. Whoop-de-doo. An ambassador? Cool. Leader? Yeah, absolutely worth it. But a ship captain? No, not with that success probability. It's not even worth it. But he is pretty good at assassination, so it's got me wondering. Maybe we should try to assassinate a character. Let's see. If we take out ambassadors, that affects the faction's ability to, mess with other factions, right? So I don't know. Maybe I'll take a look and I'll see if I can find. All right, I really could not find anything better than 85%. So I left him on counter-espionage for the time being, and I'm going to be sending Hugo Mankara out to sabotage some more construction against the Nexilian Union, just so I can get some guys out in the field doing some stuff. They're not going to be really huge missions, but it helps develop their skills, and eventually we will be able to maybe, start sabotaging some of the larger bases. Now, this place here, I really don't like this expansion, and I feel like it's like I don't know what to do with this one here. If I go ahead and if I straight up attack it, that's a declaration of war, and then I have to deal with a war with the Nexilian Union. But they are pushing into our territory, and I do feel that that's why we have our tensions right now, and that's why I'm sort of trying to work to undermine them, is because of crap like this. So, it's like I have to be patient, because I might become impatient and say, you know what, no, I need to move my troops in there, and I need to deal with this now. But I feel like right now I can tolerate this, just sort of leave it for the time being, but keep an eye on it. Awesome. Weapon damage increased on one of our fleet admirals. Excellent. So yeah, that's something I do have to learn here, is that, you know, sometimes you might want to, you know, have a little bit more patience. Things don't need to necessarily be done right away. Offer attack mission to the pirates. Who do you want me to attack? No, I don't want to attack the Gazurian Conformity. We've got a decent relationship with them. Smuggling mission. Bilgworth Minor 3. You know what that is? Let me show me that planet. It looks fine to me. No, that's fine. If I don't need to have pirates in my system, I don't want pirates in my system. Now this one here though, this one here, it looks like it's probably got some shortages. Yeah. You know, maybe this one here. We'll go ahead and assign a smuggling mission. We'll say all resources, assign mission. So Klaatueni Major 3. We'll set up a mission to get some extra resources over there, and we'll see if any of the pirates decide to, we'll say, take the bait on that. Well, I guess it's not really taking the bait. It's not really like it's a trap or anything, but yeah, I think we've kind of entered maybe we'll say a quasi Cold War type situation, because I'm not sure if that's the correct term, but basically it says construction work at this planet right here. Arahai has been set back in an explosion. So basically, we've had an intelligence mission completed against us, which sabotaged some of the construction being done at the small spaceport we have down there. So, yeah, I greatly suspect that was the Naxilians. So we're basically going to be needing to, you know, there's not really a whole lot I can do right now. But, yeah, the tensions are rising between us and them. Okay, looky what we've got here. It looks like that looks like the legendary pirate faction to me. The Haunted Dagger Buccaneers have set up shop in my system, and basically where I've got some mining bases working here. So, you know what? I don't like that. You know what? My strike forces haven't had anything to blow up in a little while, so I'm thinking, hey, you know what? Why don't we go ahead and send Strike Force Alpha, Heck, and Bravo. Oh, you know what? Let's give everyone a nice workout. Oh, maybe not everybody. I want to keep some people on, like maybe Charlie and Delta. I'll keep them on standby. Charlie looks like it needs some refueling anyways. So we're going to send our strike forces down here, and we're going to just wipe these guys off the map. 3 of my strike forces, full strike forces, come in on top of them and just wipe them out. The Daedalus Technocracy wants a territory swap, map swap. Ooh. Okay. We've completed research in genetic rewiring. So you know what? I'm actually going to accept the territory map swap. I don't know why, but sure. Let's do that. And then I am going to go ahead and build that facility. So let's go ahead to our colony screen. We'll select Kalarba Major 4, which is the planet that we chose. And that kind of works that it's got the troop cloning facility there as well. So we're going to go ahead and build the Kaloros Medical Academy. We're going to go ahead and build that facility here. So Kalarba Major 4 is about to become a nice, another nice major hub. Actually, can we zoom in on this planet here? It does have one defensive base, and that's a large spaceport. Okay, I wanted to make sure that things were properly retrofitted and we had, you know, the best defenses that we could have on this planet. Actually, what's it look like on the ground? I want to make sure that we've got troops defending this as well. It's a pretty heavily populated planet, so it's going to be hard to take over anyways, but oh yeah. Oh yeah, we've got some of our clone troopers, which if you missed an earlier episode, basically it clones our most powerful unit. So, you know, in case of invasion, I can just basically start getting some of the most the toughest troops that I can possibly get on that planet. So yeah, we are good. We're good. We don't have to worry about too much there. All right, our intelligence agent, Chozul Paklidu, basically completed his mission. And as we can see here, he boosted up his bonus to sabotage to 13%. You know what? We're going to go ahead and send him off on the same mission again. That one base, whatever that is, Brigand's Cave, I think that's probably a pirate base that they captured. But that base there is going to be useless to them because I'm just going to keep sabotaging stuff that comes out of that base. So we're going to go ahead and just keep doing that with him. All right, we got a new colony governor named Asari Jackson, which appeared at Drift. So let's see here. What have you got? He's pretty untested. He's got colony corruption reduction, though, and colony income. Oh, this guy here, I want to put on maybe one of my planets that's got some corruption on it. Let me see here. 51% corruption on Isilis Major 1. Dang, that is pretty bad. 75% corruption on Kalarba Major 4. Man, I'm not going to be making any money off this planet. Wow. Okay. You know what? Maybe... do we have, let's see, characters, troops and characters. Does not appear that we have anyone here. So, Kalarba Major 4, that's where we're going to be going ahead and slapping our new colony governor. He's still untested, but we know he does have that skill. So, I'm hoping that he'll be able to maybe turn things around a little bit. Because, dang, Kalarba Major, wait, not 6, 4. There we go. Transfer to new location. Maybe he can help clean things up and increase, we'll say, our income from that planet. Wait a second. Kalarba Major Confederation. The protection arrangement canceled. Did they cancel the agreement with me? Why are you so upset with us, guy? We were paying you. We were just straight up paying you money to, like, destroy our enemies. That's all we wanted to do. And the Exilian Union's whining about... Let me see. What system is this? No. You were pushing into our territory. This is our system. We had our mining base here. Actually, probably well before you did. Actually, you don't even... Do you even have a presence here? There's a construction ship. You haven't even started building anything. Holy crap. Okay, these guys are getting on my nerves. You know, this might actually end up breaking out into all-out war. Wait, we have encountered a new empire in the blue system. The Isilis Major Enclave. In the blue system. Oh, wait, that's probably just one of their ships. The Isilis Major Enclave. Where's the Isilis Major Enclave? They're back? Have they reformed? We haven't had a rebellion, have we? Doesn't look like it. I don't know where they are situated. Like if we, let me see, where's the Isilis Major Enclave? Where are they? Was it like a leftover ship? Is it a pirate faction? I don't see it. Am I blind? I might be blind. That is a distinct possibility. No, I don't see it. Okay, I'm really confused by that message now. Okay. Sure. So pirates are now attacking my mining station. Luckily, my mining stations tend to have fighters on board, and that will, and missiles, so, you know, this single cruiser, that's a cruiser? Wow. You know we have the technological advantage when our mining bases are basically chasing off cruisers. And we've got an escort showing up to the party, and he's gonna get away. That's unfortunate. Retrofit ships and bases. So, recent research breakthroughs have unlocked the following new components. The Torrent Drive. Okay, and it's gonna cost us about 200 grand to do so. Well, you know what? Go ahead and approve it. Did we just... Yes, we just did get a new technology. So, research breakthrough on advanced hyperdrives. Let's see what that actually does for us. What does that do for us? Advanced hyperdrives. Oh, nice. Basically, these are once you have completed all the other, we'll say, hyperdrives, this is the advanced one. This is like we're starting to get to the end game hyperdrive here. This thing is fast, it's energy efficient, and it initiates rather quickly. So, awesome. Now, I do want to apologize. I know that there's been, we'll say, a lot of cuts, and as a result, this is probably going to be a short episode. There hasn't been really a whole lot going on. I've mostly just sort of been looking at different planets, and I really haven't had anything to really comment on. It's like, oh, I'm looking at a planet, I want to see if there's anything that's really relevant to what I want to do, and there really hasn't been anything. So, you know, as such, we're going to have a bit of a shorter episode, and I am going to have to end things here. Hopefully, next time we'll see maybe a little bit of progress here with the Nexilians, because I think that we are gearing up for, I think we're gearing up for war, and I was kind of hoping I could avoid that. I was kind of liking having these periods where You know, we were just sort of chilling. We were just, yeah, let's just take it easy, just to have some time of peace. You know, I think we got maybe what 2 years, maybe 3 years of peace. But it looks like we're gearing up for another war. So anyways, if you like the video, if you like the content and you would like to see more of it, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.